Hi, I'm Alex Archbold, and I've been buying and selling antiques since I was 9 years old. From basements to scrapyards, I'll look just about anywhere I can to find lost antiques and collectibles. And sometimes I'll go big and buy everything. I never know what's going to happen or who I'm going to meet. This is our life, this is our adventure, and this is Curiosity Inc.
I'm home, honey.
Hi everyone, and welcome to today's episode. I was summoned to an estate sale today where there's a basement full of collectibles. Now I hear that the gentleman, unfortunately he passed, was really big into sci-fi and fantasy and all sorts of other sort of collectibles. That stuff generally actually sells pretty well, and in fact I heard that there might be a few Star Trek things there. Always am able to sell Star. There's a lot of Trekkies out there. You might be one yourself. You might know one. Could be your neighbor. Could be someone you know or someone you don't know. Either way, the stuff always sells. And we're gearing up for another big auction sale in July. So I kind of want to have a bit more inventory so to bump that sale up so we have a good volume of items going through and some good interest. We're going to hit the road. Well, actually, we've hit the road. We're going to go check this place out, and hopefully I'll be able to load the truck up with some cool stuff. Let's see what I can find on today's episode, guys. Well, I'm back. It's time to unload. Time to see what we got. Get the yield tailgate open up here, and we'll dig on through. Now, this fellow was a collector of sci-fi and fantasy stuff. So we've got Gollum, Lord of the Rings in the package. Sauron. There is no life in the void. Build me an army worthy of Mordor. I wonder if he's talking. It says try me, he must. Oh yeah. Well, he still works too. Well, that was pretty nifty. There were some replica swords and daggers. To be honest with you, I'm not sure exactly what this is from. It has some Native American or indigenous styling to it with the bison and the feathers, just a turquoise on it. I have no idea. Made in Spain, ironically. Kind of a neat little thing. And a hornet buzzing around, interested to see what I bought. Has a nice wooden showcase that goes with it. And it looks like it's got a key. I don't know if that's the right key for it. Maybe. Yeah, okay, it is. Comes with a key so you can lock it up. Hang it on the wall. Kind of a cool piece. Set that aside. Now I know there's probably going to be some Star Trek fan who thinks this is cool. Look, it's all the different officers and Federation, Romulan. It's everybody's little, their badges. In this really neat Star Trek display case. It's got the little hand-painted or painted logos on it. And these are all metal. So the Enterprise Command, Starfleet Flag Admiral, Federation of Planets pennant. Kind of a neat. 12 of them all together. Next generation communicator. What a nice little set. It's too bad it doesn't say where this was from or what company made it, but such a cool piece. And these are all, you know, they're not miniature pins. They're like, I guess, to scale to what they would have been on the show. Really nice little set. For those that are into Star Trek, I'm sure they'll think that's pretty cool. Oh, this was Star Trek related as well. My friend Hans was out here. He thought it was a snow globe, and I said, no, look. It's got the Enterprise inside of it. So it you put that on this base, plug it in, and it lights up, and it makes it glow. Actually, I'll plug it in and see if I can make it do what it's supposed to do. There it is. So when the light hits it, this three-dimensionally etched Enterprise, looks like it's going through a wormhole or something, in glass. Pretty cool. At least I know it works. You hit that little button right there, turn it on and off. Somebody who's into Star Trek will think that's a cool piece, I hope. I said that with the last one though. I guess you'd have to be into Star Trek to buy a Star Trek thing, unless you're just like, I want to have a tiny little light that puts off barely any power with a spaceship inside of it. Okay, let's go see what else is in the truck. If I'm not mistaken, these little armor sets came out from Franklin Mint a number of years ago. And this is the fairly rare. It's the Armor of the Galaxy set. It has the original base with it as well. You've got your Borg, Jem'Hadar. I have no idea how you say that. Hunter, Klingon, Kardashian. Oh, I knew they were from out of this world. Or Cardassian. I know all the Star Trek people are watching and going, Alex, you are not a Star Trek fan, and Romulan. But I am a fan of cool collectibles, and this set is very detailed. These little suits of armor, they come off these little stands, and they're nicely detailed. They're solid metal, and they're just the perfect size for putting on a shelf. A set like that could be worth, you know, somewhere around $1,500. At least when they were new, they were very expensive. I don't think they're really easy to come by now. And I have, it looks like the other sets that they made as well, like the English Knight. Probably these are all like different knights and stuff of the world. Or armor over the ages. Greek Spartan. So that's pretty darn nifty. Pretty cool. Look, there's even little shields in here for your tiny little Spartans and the swords. I'll have to put these all together and make sure I get them individually sorted into the, you know, make sure all the accessories go with the right piece. But that is a really, really cool set. I'm almost wondering if a lot of these fantasy swords and daggers come from that Franklin Mint collection that they put out. I'd have to check and see. I'm not overly familiar with what they did for swords. I know the Star Trek stuff was definitely put out through the Franklin Mint. Some of this was just purchased separately. And look, I even got a guitar. I don't think it's an overly fancy guitar, but it's a guitar nonetheless. Ovation. I wonder if it's a electric acoustic. No. It's not a bad guitar though. With a nice little case. Looks to be in brand new condition. Good sellable piece right there. Back of the truck is emptied. That brings us to what I've put inside the cab. Like this. Replica of the Enterprise. Should have lights and sounds. I don't know if the battery's any good in it or not, but pretty nifty. Put that on the back. It's actually pretty big too. I think you're supposed to be able to push these little buttons and stuff happens, but you know, things sit around for a while and you gotta get new batteries for it. Either way, cool little presentation piece right there. Also had, I picked these up just because they were so cool. They've got these really ornate ends on. They're staffs or canes, but you've got this beautiful eagle, the deer, and the wolf. Some very nice detail. Really good size too. Okay, I got the stuff that I had inside the cab laid out here. A lot of this, I believe, did come from the Franklin Mint. Franklin Mint stuff is not cheap to buy new either. This right there, Franklin Mint bronze. It's a signed and numbered limited edition bronze statue of two dragons in fierce battle. Exceptionally good detail, and it's real bronze. I just thought it was cool. They had a lot of sort of plastic dragon figures, but this one was metal, so I picked that one up. We've got the all metal Enterprise, both Enterprise, I guess, the NCC and the NX-01. Franklin Mint, as I believe is stamped right on the bottom there. Yep. And these would have come out, yeah, look at this, 1991. So that's going back a number of years. Not something you can just pick up off the shelves today. And of course, a couple of swords. fantasy swords. Well, you got the Excalibur here, which is supposed to represent it being stuck in the stone. Pretty neat pieces. And on their decorative display plates, and they're huge too. I mean, look at the size of that on the back of the truck. Oh, and the other thing that I got that I wasn't really too sure about, but they look neat, are these very decorative, I believe it's like an agate or stone bowl, Chinese bowl. But they were so nice and so nicely done that I thought, well, what the heck, we'll pick those up too. So quite the little variety, from the massive bronze limited edition dragon statue to the Enterprise. We've got swords, canes, bowls, a really cool couple of daggers, little miniature knight sets, Lord of the Rings figures, Enterprise gear. We've got a guitar right there. So pretty good batch of stuff. I think probably one of the better things out of this set is probably the little Star Trek Armor of the Galaxy set there. Like I said, I've seen those go for like $1,500 online, and that's US pricing, so that's a pretty valuable little set to the right person. The Star Trek badges of the universe, I guess, or galaxies, that's like a $400 or $500 set. So you start adding everything up. My guesstimate was, when I bought this stuff, I told the lady, I said, you know, your brother probably spent like $2,500 or $3,000 on this stuff, and I was probably about bang on, and I made my offer based on that. I think that even with what I paid for it, I should be able to make a bit of money on this and get this, most importantly, back in the hands of a collector. So thanks so much for watching today's unboxing video. A lot of the stuff that you see here today in this video is going up for auction. If you're watching this after the fact, it's happening in July of 2022. If you're catching it right now, you can still sign up at kauctions.ca, which is where we sell off a lot of our stuff at auction. This and more, all going through. We're doing another big sale in July. So stay tuned for more episodes, guys. We'll see y'all soon. And well, for me, I've got some sorting to do. We'll see you guys soon, and bye for now.